My name's Liam Bellamy from RRI Advisory. We're here today in our Demystifying Insolvency series, and we're talking about voluntary administrations. A voluntary administration is an external administration process where an administrator steps in to control the day-to-day affairs of the company. They work with the directors and their advisors to formulate a deed of company arrangement proposal that the creditors of the company can consider at a meeting of creditors, and that proposal is likely to result in a return to creditors that is better than the immediate liquidation of the company. The main benefits of a voluntary administration process is the moratorium period under the voluntary administration. This allows the company to have some breathing space from its creditors and continue to trade under the control of the administrator. The administrator is able to investigate the affairs of the company and formulate an immediate restructuring plan that may result in the company exiting leases or unprofitable contracts, whilst the directors and their advisors formulate a plan to the creditors that are likely to be a return to creditors in excess of the return that may be obtained from the immediate liquidation of the company. The continuation of the trade is probably the biggest benefit of the voluntary administration process, as it allows the company to continue to fund its operations and fund any deed proposal that may be put forward by the director or a third party. The voluntary administration process works by the directors of the company holding a meeting of the directors to appoint the administrator. The administrator then steps in with day-to-day control of the company, transferring across to them. If the company is trading, the voluntary administrator is responsible for all the day-to-day trading decisions and will work with the management of the company to allow the continuation of that trade to happen as seamlessly as possible. The next step in the voluntary administration process is that the administrator undertakes his investigations into the affairs of the company and reports to the creditors as to the outcomes of those investigations. The second meeting of creditors, a proposal by the director or a third party called a deed of company arrangement may be put forward for the creditors' consideration, and that proposal generally results in the return to creditors being in excess of the return that will be obtained from the immediate liquidation of the company. The creditors at that meeting then vote to decide the future of the company, and the company may be placed into liquidation. Control of the affairs of the company may revert to the directors with no proposal being implemented, or finally a deed of company arrangement might be approved by the creditors, which is then executed following the meeting of creditors. In the event that a deed of company arrangement is executed, then the company's control reverts to the director, and it's up to the company to comply with the obligations under the proposal that was put forward to creditors. At the end of the deed of company arrangement proposal, a final dividend will be paid to the creditors to satisfy their claims that existed at the time of the appointment of the administrator. The voluntary administration has various effects on the employees. Obviously, the continuation of trade means that a majority of the employees will be retained by the company during the voluntary administration process. However, the administrator and working with the directors may decide that some of the employees may need to be terminated to right-size the operations of the company for the voluntary administration process. The voluntary administration process and the deed of company arrangement proposal generally deal with the employee entitlements to ensure that the return to the employees is maximised at all times. Generally, the employees who continue to be employed post the execution of the deed of company arrangement will receive all of their entitlements in full, and generally a deed of company arrangement will provide for payment of all outstanding superannuation that may exist at that time. The voluntary administration process has the effect of taking away day-to-day control of the affairs of the company immediately upon appointment of the administrator. The administrator steps into the director's shoes and helps manage the affairs of the company. In addition, the directors should look at formulating a deed of company arrangement proposal with their advisors to ensure the return to creditors are maximised from the process. It is noted that the administrator may look at selling the business of the company, and a third-party proposal may also be considered by the creditors. If your business is experiencing financial distress, or you would wish to discuss the options available to your business, please contact our office so that we can understand your business specifically and provide you with the best recommendations of a course of action.